Agents Vincent and Mike the Zombie have been sent on another mission. They are heading towards a small town, an old coal mining town, in Pennsylvania near the Poconos. There have been rumors of ghosts and apparitions appearing, and they have been tasked with getting to the bottom of it. Did you make sure you had everything? Of course I did. I had everything we needed, especially the secret weapon. You didn't. Oh yes, I did. I brought them. Oh yeah. I mean, we really haven't dealt with ghosts, so I don't know if it'll work. Of course it will. Come on. It's salt. It's gonna work. Alright. Well, okay. The two of them were on the way. They were almost there. And Vincent, being the ever cautious one, wanted to make sure that they had everything they needed. Because he didn't want it to step out like with the last mission. Mike the Zombie, being an undead, was looking forward to dealing with undead. Especially ghosts, because he had always had this theory that if you just put rock salt, salt of the earth, inside of a punching glove, you could literally just knock a ghost out. And he wanted to test this out. So the two of them drove to this small town. A bunch of old buildings were dilapidated. A couple of them seemed to be in complete disrepair. There were some that looked lived in still, but it seemed very quiet, almost empty. They got out and began to survey the area. Everything on the surface seemed quiet and calm. But the real thing was they needed to get to the mine. In the middle of the town was an old entrance to the mine, along with everything else, all the tools. It all seemed to have been abandoned. The reason that they had been sent was a series of ghost sightings. So far, none of them have been violent. But they needed to survey it before they became violent. It just started, which was the part that was weird. Normally, ghosts don't just come out and start haunting an area that they've always been there, and they do it at a regular frequency. But with everything else that was going on, especially with the last mission, whoever was behind the imp situation might be here messing around too. So they get to the middle of the town where the shaft entrance is. The mine carts are there. Everything seems to be empty. Nobody even came out to talk to the two of them. Do we go in, or do we go to one of these houses and set up a base camp? We probably should put our stuff at least somewhere before we take it down into the shaft. We don't know what's going on down there. Could take a little while. I don't want to carry all of our luggage too. So they went back towards one of the houses that seemed to be in better repair. First they knocked on the door. Nobody answered. They tried the door. It was locked. Vincent muttered a couple simple words, and the lock unleashed on the inside. So as they entered the house, it was abandoned as well. However, at least this one was in better repair. As they put their stuff inside, a single person came up and started to wave towards them. Hey, what you doing here? We're here to deal with the ghosts. Vincent was matter of fact. He just went straight towards the problem to solve it. Well, you guys gotta be real careful. They seem to come out more towards night than day, so you're good for the time being. But I don't think this is the kind of place you want to be. We're here to deal with it, don't worry. Yeah, I'm gonna knock one right out, Mike yelled from inside. He came out with the punching gloves strapped around his neck, carrying him out like he was going to go and start fighting every single one of them. He had the biggest grin on his face. The other guy stepped back one step and looked at Mike the zombie. Mike looked perfectly human. He didn't have any rotting skin or any other issue. However, there usually was a little bit of an off aura that some people would perceive around him. Unlike most of the undead, Mike the zombie had his soul. It wasn't just an animated flesh golem. With his soul still there, and his personality intact, he was completely capable of blending in with human society, just giving some people a awkward feeling when they looked at him. Mike the zombie just smirked. He couldn't wait to fight these ghosts and put his theory to the test. Vincent just rolled his eyes. Yes, we have been sent here to figure out what is going on and to take care of this problem. This is sort of our specialty. Oh. Alright, well. Just be careful, I guess. The man walked away. Do we really have to tell everyone what we're doing? I'm gonna knock a ghost out. That is just it. Well, I suppose we need to head down towards the shaft. The two of them walked back to the entrance to the mine and began to move some of the things out of the way. The entrance was blocked by both mine carts and mine supplies, and as soon as they began moving some things, there was a smell that came out of the mine. It didn't make much sense because it was sweet, almost fruity. Weird.